And that was hot.
Yeah, hot girl shit.
Oh, you're hot girl shit. I don't need my phone. It's distracting.
Yeah, it is. There you go. Good girl.
You just good girl me on her. Oh my God.
Yeah. Ooh.
I don't hate it. What are we talking about today?
Do I look like the kind of guy that has a plan?
It's better this way. It really is.
Well, title of your sex tape.
You ever have Red Bull just pour through your...
Oh.
It was in there. It was there. It was...
It's good. Love to see it.
It's all right. Makes me feel better. Welcome to the Hard Reset Podcast. My name is Baddie, and of course we have my beautiful, strong, very strong, so strong,
Stop.
a little bald, co-host ScottyKFitness. Hey, man.
Hi, everybody. So, yeah. Welcome back. Episode 3?
3.
Tres. They say 3's a party. I'm ready to party. What's up? All right.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about how you almost got kicked out of sniper school in the after show.
Beep-a-da-boo. You can see it over on the Hard Reset Podcast Patreon. You don't want to
touch
hold
me.
hands.
You're disgusting. Unhand me.
I showered.
So did I.
What does your shirt say? I'm my therapist's favorite. Well, that's a lie.
My therapist bought this for me.
Okay, first of all, your therapist buys you clothes?
Well, it's because I'm poor. No, she's sweet. I love her to death. So, yeah, no, we just got back from the gym.
Yeah.
Back in biceps.
Yeah.
Good stuff. You are incredibly strong. Again, we've said this every pod, but
Can you say it one more time for me?
you're incredibly strong. However, your secondary movements, your supportive movements,
Awful.
it's just because you don't know them yet,
Yeah.
right? And so, like, putting you through a different movement, you're just like, oh, that sucks. I'm like, correct. Yeah.
It's like, I've only been, like, actively weightlifting since April, the end of April as well.
What kicked that off?
I lost a lot of weight. All of 2024, all I did was eat less trash.
Yeah.
And I started eating healthy. I wouldn't say counting calories, but I was conscious of how much I was putting into me. And I ran a lot. I used to love running. I was a cardio freak for a long time when I was younger. And after I had my little mini stroke, which we'll talk about that in a minute, I couldn't run anymore because I lost all balance. So I would just fall over if I ran on a treadmill. And if I was on a road, it got even worse.
So you could say your fitness journey was like an all or nothing thing.
Absolutely. 100%. I was always, there was all these jokes for the years. Like every time I tried to go to the gym, something terrible would happen. First time I started getting back into shape after my stroke, I got into a motorcycle wreck, broke all sorts of fucking shit, like destroyed my body. Second time I was like, I'm going to go back to the gym. COVID. Literally the next month, COVID shut down every gym. I was like, okay, guys, first strike me, second strike the world, third strike the meteor's hitting. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to be fat and happy. I'm good.
See, the thing is it's about finding a happy medium.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know where you can find a happy medium?
Where?
Faultlinefitness.com. One of our major sponsors and my company, Faultline Fitness. Free app dropping in February. If you want access to the largest database for food tracking, being MyFitnessPal, I'm giving it away for free. You can have it, barcode scanner and all. And a mini game where you can create your own characters, level them up through your fitness journey, alongside of an amazing team of coaches that actually give a fuck about you, that have received mental health coaching from some of the best psychologists in the business. So, faultlinefitness.com, check us out on the App Store. But that is that's the hard part about fitness.
That was such a good transition. I'm mad. Like that was so good. That was smooth. I was like, as soon as you're like, Roach, you can help me. I was like, oh my God, that was professional. Oh my God. I was excited to hear the rest of it.
That's the hard part about like finding your place in fitness, man. But what I'm surprised, I shouldn't say surprised. What I'm proud of seeing is like your dedication to it. Now you're still an all or nothing guy.
100%. I can't half-ass a thing, and I struggle to just not.
I would love to see some more middle ground from you because you're still going 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. And you're still lifting heavy as fuck at all times, but you're still having fun, and that's the most important part.
I wouldn't say I'm not lifting heavy as fuck all the time.
Sure.
I only post the heavy as fuck stuff. That's
what you see.
You know, that's the big thing. Everyone's always like, well, all you're doing is deadlift. You're going to hurt your baby. I'm not only fucking deadlifting.
Yeah.
I do a lot of deadlifting, but I also do really light deadlifting for just reps. Yeah. And I'll just rep shit out. I found when I got to the gym, you know, I was like, the reason I started going to the fucking gym is I did my big subathon. I was like the 8th most sub streamer on the entirety of Twitch. It was a huge thing. And I was like, I didn't run or do any activity during that, 37 days. And I was like, okay, it's time to go back to the gym. And I was like, well, I mean, I made a pile of money off doing something. I'm going to put it to something like really good for me instead of just like wasting it on bullshit or whatever. So I hired a personal trainer when I walked in for training. They're like, well, you want to be in the best shape? I'm like, yeah, I just want to learn a little bit. And then I saw this dude walk by in one of their trainer shirts. And he was, my height, but like double the width. And every part of him was massive. And I was like, I want that guy. I don't know what he has done in his life. That motherfucker. His name's Duncan. And he is a fucking legend. He's an old school strongman guy. And he like everything I learned about strongman. Because I specifically was like, hey man, this is now something I love. This is cool as shit when I was learning into it. So just teach me that big guy shit. And my God, is it fun. It is so much fun.
I've done some strongman training. I've done powerlifting training, and in my 5'9", 185 frame, I'm not built for it, right? It's a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong. I've done some Olympic lifting with Tyler Steff, one of my closest friends who you'll see on the pod soon. Mm-hmm. But I'm just not built for that movement currently. I am 5'9", Short Kings Unite, 69 inches tall. That's not a joke. It's just fucking hilarious. So,
I love it.
But no, man, like I talked a lot about myself on the last episode. I kind of sucked all the air out of the womb.
Get her out of my womb, please.
I want to know more about Baddie. We have everything on my side of the room, Fallout, nerddom. What is it? I mean, where did Baddie even come from?
God, so we're going to go back about 8 years. I've been doing this content thing for a minute. So after I got out of the Army, I like fell into a tech job. Like I've always been a big nerd. I've been building PCs since high school, man. I love building electronics and things of that nature. The production inside of my brain, it's always been there. I just used to do it for myself and nobody else. And I fell into this tech job and I was just on a PC 8 hours a day fixing websites. Like that's all I fucking did. And me and my homies would just be watching Achievement Hunter at the time. So like Jeff Ramsey, Michael, Jack Patillo, like Gavin Free. These are like, the Achievement Hunter guys. And they were from Rooster Teeth, Red versus Blue.
I do know those.
Yes. Yeah. So they're the voices behind the Red versus Blue. And they made their own channel on YouTube. It's called Achievement Hunter. And they just would play old Xbox games and try to get every achievement on the Xbox on these games. And it turned into them just doing Let's Plays. And they made a Let's Play channel. And it was just them playing games. It was just friends berating each other playing games. And I was like, fuck, man, that's what we sound like. We could do that. We couldn't. We were not funny. We made like 30 videos. We called our channel Bad Friends Gaming. And it failed miserably. I mean, we had tens of views. I think our biggest video was like 100 views, And we had like 45 subscribers.
Let me interject there real quick. Failing miserably, no. Because you created something and you enjoyed it for the moment. And if there were 100 people in this room, it would be real fucking crowded.
Yeah.
Right?
That's real as hell. Yep.
Move on.
And so like after, these 30 videos and all these views, me and my buddy were editing them. And we're just like, okay, maybe this wasn't our calling. But at the time when I first made it, as I do, I go full in. I made our YouTube channel. I got up a Twitch channel for us. I made a Twitter account. I made all the social media. So I'm like, what if we blow up, man? We got to make sure we have Bad Friends Gaming everywhere. And a couple years go by. We kind of gave up on him. Nobody else did anything. And I'm still working this tech job. It's got great benefits. I got like paid time off. And it was December. My boss said, hey, man, you're going to lose all your PTO because you haven't taken any time off. Leave. So I took the month of December off from work. And I sat at my house. I was playing Escape from Tarkov. And it's an awful, brutal, it's a really fun game. It's so good. It's such a good game. But it is awful, and it will destroy you mentally and morally. Everything goes bad. And I wanted all my friends to play it.
Sure.
And none of them would. Nobody wanted to touch this fucking game. So I was like, well, here, it's too hard to learn. watch me play it on Twitch. I'll stream it. These motherfuckers all sitting there. We're all at desks, and I'm playing Escape from Tarkov, and then it's 3 viewers, and it's 5 viewers, and I'm like, oh, I only have one of my friends watching. Why is there 5 people watching me? And then I started fucking meeting people online, and then a week later, they're like, hey, you're an affiliate. You can monetize this, and I was like, we did YouTube for a year, and we couldn't monetize it. I did this for a week, and I can monetize it? And then I was like, all right, maybe I'll do this. I did it for the rest of January, and it was like, oh my, I made $500 this month. Like that's a lot of fucking money when you're barely driving your Kia Soul. And
no, $500 goes a long way for a lot of people.
I mean, playing video games, man.
I tried Twitch streaming before my other social media platforms did anything, and it was when I built like just the single car garage home gym with the free equipment that I got.
Yeah.
And again, God bless my wife because she's incredible. She believed in me and was like, no, set up some cameras. Look, we have cameras. We'll set them up. And so and again, streaming to literally ones of viewers. And it was her, and she was sitting inside on the couch or next to me with it up. And so it's that level of like almost delusion, like fuck it, why not?
Exactly. Like, I'm doing a thing, and that was Bad Friends Gaming, and I didn't go viral. I didn't blow up. I just kind of was like, well, this is a lot of fun. I'm making a little bit of extra money. I paid off my car. I streamed for about a year. And about halfway through, 2018, I was like, I'm going to put more time into this. So I was like basically full-time streaming.
Yeah.
So I was doing like 40 hours a week on Twitch, as well as like 40 hours a week at my day job. And I was sleeping like 2 hours a night. Like that was like my year.
Damn.
And by the end of that year, 2019 hit, I got partnered, which technically does nothing anymore. It's a cool purple check mark, but like as a streamer, that check mark means the fucking world.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I got partnered, and everyone at that time just started calling me Baddie. It's really annoying to go, hey, what's up, Bad Friends Gaming? Hey man, what's up, Bad Friend? It's just really it's a long, stupid name. And everyone just started calling me Baddie. And I thought it was funny because I'm a big burly ginger man. I was damn near 280 pounds at the time, no muscle. And I was like, fuck it. I emailed Twitch. I was like, hey, man, can I have the name Baddie? And they're like, yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
So I became Baddie everywhere.
Do you know where ScottyKFitness came from?
Tell me where.
So.
I think I know part of it, but go.
So my real name is now Scotty.
Yep.
But it used to not be. Mm-hmm. I've legally changed it. I was deploying to Afghanistan and going through training kind of sucked, and I would do these funny accents to keep the morale up, and I did a Scottish accent.
Yep.
It's one of my favorite ones. And so we'd be out in like the field or whatever, or doing something that sucks, and I'm like, gentlemen, I can't lie. It may be raining now, and the boon's on the grind, but we're going to get through it together, you and I. And so it cracked everybody up. They started calling me Scotsman, then Scots, then Scotty, and Scotty stuck. And so I became kind of who I am after that while I was overseas. And when I got home, I was doing the social media posting of, the bodybuilding stuff that I still do on my Instagram and stuff. And I had friends reach out to me. They're like, hey, man, if you're going to keep posting photos of yourself in your underwear, I'm going to have to unfollow. And I'm like, all right, so I'll make a fitness Instagram page. That way, if people follow,
somewhere else,
they know what they're getting themselves into. And so that's where that came from. And so people that call me a fitness influencer now, I find it funny because if you scroll my page on my largest platform, which is TikTok, there's not fitness videos. Fitness is just in my name. So you go. I thought it was Baddie. Literally, I was like, what kind of marketing genius is this guy onto? Because dudes are like, I want to watch baddies.
Oh my God. It's my favorite thing in the world. I call it out every fucking time. I'm live. I'm streaming. Some guy pops in and is like, wait, Baddie? Not what I was expecting. I'm like, caught you. You're horny on Twitch right now.
Gonna need to see your search history
Hand
there.
Check. Hand check.
I get those a lot with the exclamation point foot cam. Brother, what? Yeah.
I think I have on your channel, you can put like tags. Like it's like veteran, ginger, gaming, FPS, e-girl. I'm like, yeah. Everyone's going to see e-girl tag. And the one day I don't have my camera on, it's just me gaming. It's like, oh my God, it's e-girl.
Yeah.
Then they load in, they hear me like, screaming in the background. Oh yeah. And from there, it was just, I mean, streaming every day for like 2 years because at that point, I got a divorce.
Those are great.
Honestly, great.
Smartest thing I ever did.
I mean, if you don't want to be with somebody anymore, you should.
Well,
not
it was
be
after
with them.
it was after my brain fully developed.
Yeah, it's something about being in the military and getting married young.
It's like the frontal lobe was done cooking.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I was, streaming nonstop, gaming nonstop. Quit my day job because I was like, I'm making more streaming, 5 to 6 hours, 7 days a week than I am working my 8-hour job.
Yeah.
What if I put 12 hours into this one day? What if I just do 8 hours a day now? Like,
yeah.
What if I do 2 a days? I was like, what could I like? The ceiling doesn't exist right now. I need to find it. So I quit my shit.
Consistency over intensity.
Yeah.
That's it. Right. When I started content creation, I was making videos maybe 2 hours a week.
Yeah.
And I quit my full-time job. And then I was like, what do I do now? Yeah. But it's terrifying. But you succeeded because you've been doing it for 8 years.
Yeah. I mean, this
I would call
year
that
8.
a success.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's been able to make me build a silly studio to play D&D in or film a podcast in. Like, it's. I moved to Texas. I have been on crazy podcasts. I've been on insane other people's YouTube. Like, I gotta go hang out with Demo Ranch, man. That was one of the cool. Like, I watched him for years, and then he's like, "Hey, man, you want to come down and be in a video?" I'm like,
dude, I was in a Mr. Beast video.
"Yeah, we were in a Mr. Beast. I forgot we did that together."
Yeah. Yeah.
That was weird. We were in a
funny.
Mr. Beast video.
I downloaded a GTA RP or whatever game, 5M, played that game, deleted it. Like, I was like, I'm never doing that again. But no, I mean, seeing your pattern through this is really cool because it's the other side of this, right?
Yeah.
Like, I went short form and then got into live streaming.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, fuck it, live streaming, and then podcasts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so I always told people that if I started a podcast, I would call it Just Another White Guy with a Podcast. And then I found a white co-host with a red beard. So
we're both gingers, and
we should have called it Two
we're both
Gingers.
veterans.
Yeah, two gingers, one table.
Yeah. It's like they're two very distinct paths. The lives, like I felt like I failed on YouTube, and I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. And then I found the engagement side of live streaming, and I mean, that's why I fucking do it. I love sitting down and just talking to people.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. You don't know who they are. You don't know where they're from, but they got a story, and like, I want to hear part of it.
Well,
and then
a lot of our viewers and listeners don't know where you're from.
Yeah. I'm from Vermont. That it's not Canada, first of all.
Season of the Sticks or something. Shout out Noah Khan. Love you, boo.
Yeah, I'm from Vermont. I grew up there, 30 years in Vermont. That's where I was in the Army Guardsmen, Weekend Warriors. Part of the Mountain Battalion up there, which is super cool. I was like an ice climber for the Army. I was a sniper and an ice climber for the Army. It's a really weird niche.
Captain fucking Price over here.
I had to learn how to ski in the Army.
I can imagine the safety classes for that just being
non-existent because it's such a small group of because there's the Mountain Battalion there, and then there's the Mountain Warfare School, which is attached to it, and they're two separate things. We have like a regular line company, we have HHC there, and then there's the actual Mountain Warfare School. I was like, I'm gonna go do all the mountain school shit. So I did like their summer mountain warfare course, which is all rock climbing, moving through like extreme mountainous terrain.
Back up.
Yeah.
How early in your military career was all of this training? Because sniper, mountain, ice fucking fishing or whatever.
Yeah. 9 months in.
Explain that.
So I went to basic in 09 to 010, right over December there. And I got out. Our unit was deployed. So I was on the rear deck. And when a unit's deployed, there's a lot of money, especially for the National Guard and state level. And the only people that are not deployed are brand new guys who missed it, broke dicks or shitbags. And you know who they don't want to give any money to?
Hold on. I was the broke dick shitbag.
I turned into one of those.
Yeah. Okay.
But to start, they're like, you're one of our only like 2 able-bodied new guys. And then there was like cadets, who couldn't deploy.
Yeah.
They're like, you're a E1. Do you want to do anything? I was like, yeah, I want to go to mountain warfare school.
I want to be a sniper.
never was an accident.
Oh,
I didn't even intentionally become a sniper. I went to mountain warfare school, fucking killed it.
Yeah.
Like, because at the time, like, I know I'm 19. I'm a fucking stud.
Yeah, bro. Fighting mountains, easy for a teenager.
Just punching rock, dude. My name's Kyle. I was built for this.
They just set up sheets of drywall as part of your training.
Exactly. So I just kicked ass at that. Got back to my unit, did my first rifle qual, shot a 39 out of 40, which is pretty good. It's almost perfect.
It's all right.
And they're like, "Well, what do you want to do now?" Because I was a mortarman. I wasn't an 11 Bravo. I was an 11 Charlie, which is the exact same fucking thing. You do the 11 Charlie schooling at the end.
Shout out every 11 Charlie that says that. Go on.
It's the same. I went to
I don't want to fucking hear it.
OSIT.
I don't want to fucking. I don't want to hear it. I'm an 11 Bravo. You're an 11 Charlie.
So
one of us is
there
better.
was no 11 Charlies. It was just me. So I did everything with all the 11 Bravos because there was no tubes because they were all in Afghanistan. So they sent me to Mount Warfare School. I graduated. A couple of the other guys didn't. And then the unit came back and they're like, "Oh, you're an 11 Charlie and you went to Mountain Warfare School?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did really good." They're like, "Well, we have an opening for assault climber. Do you want to do that?" I was like, "That sounds cool." He's like, "Oh, and do you want to go to air assault?" And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
So I went through air assault, killed it. Went through advanced assault climber, which is lead climbing, which is very different. I did the ice version of that because you got to do summer and winter of both.
Okay.
And that is climbing without ropes.
Yeah. Free climb.
So like 50-foot ice walls hanging off waterfalls that have been frozen over and you're just, and then you hang ropes for other people. You learn how to lead people through mountainous terrain.
Cool.
Did those. And then I got back to my unit and they're like, "You're a mortarman that's done." No. "Yeah, you're going to go hang out with the scouts." Got to the scout platoon. I was there for a single drill, so a weekend. And then the sniper team ended up rotating out all of their guys because that just kind of happens.
Yeah.
Guys, leadership goes to the line. They only had a couple lower enlisted, and apparently they weren't great. So they're just like, "You're not going to be here anymore." They moved out of state, whatever. They left the guard. I don't know. And so the sniper team were like, "Well, you shot good. You're coming to the sniper section." So I'm now in the Army for a year, if that, only a few months with my actual unit because they were in Afghanistan. And now I'm training to be a sniper. So they sent me through the Mountain Warfare Sniper School. So it's just high angle shooting. It's called the high angle rifleman now, I believe, or it was. I don't know. I've been out fucking 10 years. Did that, did great. And then I was supposed to go to sniper school a few months later. And we got picked up to go to the WPW National Sniper Comp. And there was 5 guys, I think, in the section at the time. Our section sergeant, a couple team leaders, and then me. All the team leaders couldn't go. They were all like, "I got this. I got a job. I got whatever, National Guard. I don't want to do it. I just got back from Afghanistan. Fuck off."
Yeah.
So my section sergeant said, "We're going to the sniper comp." And I was like, "I haven't graduated sniper school yet." So I, over those next 2 months, I shot thousands of rounds. Did everything I needed to. I mean,
well, and I want to highlight thousands of rounds as a sniper.
Yeah,
is insane.
I would, be shooting at the range with these guys. Shout out to Andy and Will. They're my 2 team leaders. You guys are my heroes still. And I'd go home and I had a Ruger 1022.
Okay.
So just a little 22.
Yeah.
And I would sit in my bedroom window and I would shoot 50 yards at dimes. And that I would just dime holes. I would be trying to shoot straight through the hole every time. And I just did that. I mean, I went through.
So that's insane.
Yeah.
The fuck are you talking about? 50 yards and dimes?
Yeah. That's all I would do. I shot thousands of 22 rounds on my own time, not shooting as a sniper, where I shot thousands of rounds of like 308 and 50 cal at the time, 107 and shit. Then I went to the National Sniper Comp. We won Land Nav, first place. We won Stress Fire, and we won, what was the last one we won? Range Estimation. So we won first place on those out of, I think there was not 12 heats or 10 heats. And we got like 3rd and 4th on a bunch. So we were placed real high. We were doing fucking good. We didn't bring pistols. We were told there was no M9 heat. It was all rifle. So we get there, we have no pistols. And we're like, "Hey, you guys have to qualify with M9s. Like there's 2 M9 heats." And we didn't have M9s. So they gave us M9s and we were out in Arkansas at the sniper school there. Dude, these guns stovepiped every round, me and I feel bad for Will. We got last place in 2 heats.
For our listeners and viewers who don't understand what a stovepipe is, it is a major malfunction on a sidearm or a pistol or a handgun where the round that you just shot has a casing, and that casing attempts to eject out of the top or the side of the firearm, and it does not do so. And so it just stands up
Just
and
gets stuck.
jams, and that's called a stovepipe because it looks like the pipe of a stove. And the only way to clear that malfunction is to drop your mag and to rack around. So essentially, you had a bolt-action handgun.
I mean, bro, and between that and like double feed, so 2 rounds try to enter at once because it didn't fully eject the empty shell. It was malfunction after malfunction. I think there's like I have a couple old photos of me at this comp, and there's one of us in the pistol heat running because you had to do like a huge sprint up to the target.
Stress
and then
shoots.
And then the gun's just fucked. And
Yeah.
so we got last place in 2 pistol heats, and we ended up somewhere. I believe we were 4th place in the nation for the WW National Sniper Comp, which was one of the coolest things, one of the hardest things I have ever done in my life. And again, my section sergeant Will, he was obviously a fucking shooter. This dude is just unreal. And between him and Andy, they taught me everything. And man, that was cool. So we came back from that. Then I went to sniper school.
God, dude. So during this period of time.
This was all, I was in, by the time I went to sniper school, I finally, they made me an E4 to go to sniper school. So all this, I was the lowest ranked enlisted soldier to ever graduate
what's crazy?
Mountain Warfare, or not Mountain Warfare, Assault Climber.
My first drill at my first unit in the National Guard, I got specialist.
So I had the opportunity to be a specialist before. You had to there was recruiting, bonuses basically. If you could get your buddies to sign up, or if you had college, which I barely graduated high school, so I didn't have college. But if you got your buddies to sign up, they're like, no, you're an E3. Before you go to base, you get a little extra pay. None of my friends wanted to join, and they hated me.
So I joined at the ripe age of 17 and a day, and I went to a quasi-military academy.
Yeah.
And I had, drill sergeants is a 22-week residential program for troubled youth, and I was homeless practically. So 3 hots in a cot, fuck yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah, and so 6 months residential program, and I had this incredible structure and some of the most formidable years of my life with amazing role models and guidance from my drill sergeants and cadre. Ryan Nolan, I miss you, man. And it was so funny because they're like, if you graduate this program, it's an Oklahoma program, and you're going into the Oklahoma Guard. So if you graduate this program, you'll gain a rank.
Yeah.
And so I went in as an E1, but then they were like, also, or E2. Also, if you pass a PT test before you go to basic, you'll get a rank. And so I went in as an E3. And so I get through BCT and then AIT.
Yep.
And I had so much time between my basic and my AIT because I had to go back to high school.
I was going to say, you got to be 18 to... Yeah.
So I had all this time as an E3 on paper, and I get to my unit, they're like, congrats, you're a specialist now. I was like, the fuck does that mean? And they put me as a team leader. I'm like, oh, guys, slow the fuck down.
Breaks.
Slow down, yeah. And so, no, I did that thing where super motivated, 150 pounds full of piss and vinegar, straight out of basic, bulletproof, ready to fight mountains.
Yeah.
And not knowing your asshole from your elbow, right? Still wet behind the ears.
Dude, not a clue what the fuck's going on around me.
Zero.
Everyone would say, when I got to Assault Climber, when I got to Sniper, I was like, what do you mean? You've been in the Army for 4 minutes. How are you here?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, dude.
Well,
It's
I didn't
accident.
get that treatment, right? Because I shit bagged out pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
I lost all motivation, and I take all credit for that. There's a sliver that I'm going to attribute to my upper chain of command and leadership that nobody took me under their wing and guided me as a young enlisted, which is why I tried to change on my second and third contract to try to be that guy. But I got super fat and super lazy because the thing about being full-time Army is that is your life.
Yeah,
that is your job.
Have a routine,
right?
And it's like a lifestyle change,
right? But as a guardsman or a reservist, it's a part-time job.
You go there, then you got to go back to your normal life. It's so hard to find that balance between there.
So weird, and it's a weird thing to complain about.
Yeah, right.
But it's like, okay, well, on the weekend, I'm in the wood line, maybe even as an E5, doing this job that's incredibly difficult, incredibly taxing, and then that guy may go and work at fucking Target for a month and then come back. It's such a weird duality. And it's a part-time job that requires full-time service when you're there, and then you have to do all these things on the outside of it. It's just the same thing as your fitness level, right? if you're not doing the things outside the gym that make you effective in the gym, you're not going to be good at it. In the same way that you shot thousands and thousands and thousands around out of your bedroom fucking window that made you an effective sniper, right? On top of the training that the Army was providing to you. So it takes that level of dedication, which you're rarely going to find in guardsmen.
Dude, the thing that truly did it is, again, when I got out, or when I got into my unit and everything, everyone was deployed, all this money for the state, I got put on ADOS orders. ADOS,
Yep.
I have no idea what it means. It's just, you're full-time for the Army, basically. It's a contract. And I was put on like a 6 months contract to go move equipment and shit, because I was on rear debt for like 8 months, 9 months.
Yeah.
So I was just moving equipment. But I was also getting to do PT.
Did you find it hard, like once your unit got back, to fit in with the guys?
Oh, 100%.
Since
It
they had been through a deployment together, and you're the new guy with all these schools and stuff.
Dude, when that's what caused the shitbagness to happen
Okay.
eventually. Like, so I was on these ADOS orders for almost 2 years. I was cycling through contracts. When they knew I was going to sniper school, they put me on, ADOS to practice. When I knew I was going to sniper comp, they put me on ADOS for months to gear up. And then unit came back. I got to do more schooling, and it was probably a year into me being with the sniper team, having graduated sniper school, and which I almost got kicked out of. We'll do that later. Oh, great topic for the after show. I'll explain how I almost got kicked out of out of sniper school.
Dude, when I became a shitbag, I faked a back injury.
Mm-hmm.
I malingered, as it were. And then I became the armorer for my unit. Mm-hmm. And all the guys that I served in the line were like, fat fucking giant bitch. And so that was horrible and my fault for sure. Mm-hmm. And then I got out of that, went back to the line for a while, did my second contract. And on my second contract, it was after I'd already been in Afghanistan. I leaned out. I'd understood what it took to become a soldier and be a real soldier and a leader to a degree. So I was hard up for money all the time because it's a guardsman thing.
Yeah.
I was a cop.
Yeah.
And there was a, I'm not going to name names, but there was this chief who was like, hey, we're going to have to burn your PTO for you to go to drill. And I'm like, that's not a thing. The USARA Act, it's like
can't do that.
Yeah, Soldiers and Sailors Act states that you have to give me this time off.
The tension between employers and being like in the guard is
I had to go
brutal.
I had to go and print off the fucking federal and state statute, highlight it, and put it on his desk.
You guys know you can't do this. And they're like, well, we'll look it up. We'll have to get back to you.
Yeah,
like, you will.
He was like, well, that's news to me, but no, that doesn't make sense. None to see it. Shut up. So I get through all that, but I was hard up for cash for a while, so I ended up doing military funerals.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And
I know it well. Yes.
Talk about fucking hardcore drill and ceremony. Mm-hmm. Just being lockstep, walking without your head bobbing. That took me weeks.
I did a few of them back when I was on ADOS as well.
Crazy. Mm-hmm. Crazy work. I can fold the fuck out of a flag now. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But no, it's really cool to see, just like, it's almost like two different versions of the same show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, it's insane. Like, unit got back, and unfortunately, after about like a year, the same thing that happens in every unit, guys rotate to different things. The section sergeant Will ended up getting a spot in the S shop, like doing the shit we need, somebody, a hardcore enlisted guy to do. And then one of my team leaders got rotated out to the line, and he took over his own
squad.
I think he might have taken over a squad, or he might have became a platoon sergeant. I don't remember. But then we brought in new guys. A new guy from active duty, and the only other lower enlisted sniper became a team leader. And dude, these guys fucking hated me. I didn't deserve to be a sniper. I didn't deploy. Why are you here? But unfortunately for them, I was the only lower enlisted sniper that was sniper qualified, and I had done all this shit. So my unit's like, nah, he's there now. Train him.
I received a lot of that hate because I got to my unit in 2013. So it was right after they had gotten back.
Yeah.
So that, like, I didn't experience the time while they were gone, but right when they got back. And so you get a lot of like the slick sleeve comments. And for our viewers, you wear a unit patch on your left sleeve pocket. Your right sleeve pocket is your deployment patch. And so if a guy doesn't have a deployment patch, they call you a slick sleeve. It's a slur. And the thing there is, like, it's not my fault I turned of age to join during peacetime. My bad, bro.
Yeah, it's like I missed the deployment. I tried.
Yeah, it actually that heavily informed my decision to deploy as a private military contractor because I felt like, oh, I haven't done my part.
Yeah.
And then I'm there, and I'm like, this is so dumb. Like,
Dude, it was awful. It was a really weird feeling to be like, to kind of be pushed as like a golden soldier. Like, you're the guy, you're doing all the things, to now being fucking hated.
Yeah.
And the thing that kind of compounded it all my ADOS ended. Now I needed to go back to doing a regular job, which I had been on ADOS orders almost 2 years straight at this point.
Yeah.
So Army money gone. You know, I no longer have like my per diems. I don't have my fucking gas fuel. They pay for your fuel to drive place. It was awesome. It was so cool.
Fucking government travel card.
Yeah, dude. After show. And then I had to go. I worked at a grocery store, man. Because like that's what I was doing before I joined the Army. So they brought me back. I became a seafood manager, which is why I hate fish now. And like trying to maintain doing sniper and infantry shit and then going back and working at a seafood department with like normal people, it was really weird for me. And then when I'd go to my unit, I just get the shit kicked out of me. I just get bullied. Like, and I say bullied like I mean that shit. Like, not we're hazing you a little.
Oh,
and it was brutal on my mental health. I was depressed as fuck. I got fat. Now we're at 3 years in, maybe 3 or 3.5. And these guys are just ripping the shit out of me every month. I dreaded drill. I ended up getting hurt. I blew up my knee. Next thing you know, my back's hurt. I'm actually getting hurt.
I want to highlight that all started based on your mental health.
Yeah,
because you got fucking sad and depressed, and then your physical health rapidly declines. And when that happens, then you're prone to injury.
Yeah,
your entire life
100%.
Can spiral out of fucking control.
And it brutally did. I remember, God, we had a drill Christmas party.
Oh, I fucking hate those,
dude.
Oh my God.
It was one of the ones you had to go to. You know, everyone's family's there. So my team leader's there. My at the time ex-wife was there. And I remember this dude walking up to my ex-wife being like, you know, your husband hates me. And it's like, what are you doing, man? Like, leave my personal life the fuck alone. And I just that was like the peak of the, oh fuck. Dude, I'm so fucked right now.
I had this NCO, I'm gonna call him Eminem because all of his fucking his initials are all M's, and this guy sucked. I fucking hated him. He made my life a living hell in my unit, and some of it was rightfully deserved. Yeah, right. There was a time we were in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, for an annual training, and I had gotten some fucking bug, flu, something. I was running a fever, throwing up, shit in my pants. And I was down for like 3 days straight. Slept for almost 3 days straight. And they pulled me out of bed one day, and they were like, you got to get down to the arms room. You're the armorer. Guys are, coming back from the field.
They need their shit.
And so I get into the arms room, and I'm like actively throwing up while like handing out them all and handing out weapons and checking them all. It's like, who's next? And so, what's your serial number?
What's your serial? No. The flashback. This isn't my rifle. Who took my rifle?
And so one of my friends that were still in the line were like, bro, are you good? I was like, I'm not, man. I've been sick for days. I'm fucked. And then Eminem from like fucking down the hall's like, oh, is it that bad? Is it really hard for you right now? Are you really struggling? Fucking pussy. Like he's Shorzy to me. Yeah. And I fucking hate that guy. He's the reason I got out of the Army. And I forgot where I was going with that, but I watched that motherfucker go from E5 to E7, getting pencil whipped, looking like bags of chewed bubblegum, calling me a fat shitbag when he couldn't run at all. Now, I'm not here to fat shame anybody. I'm not here to yuck your yum. But, Jesus Christ.
As a soldier, there's a bit of a standard.
Yes, and same thing with first responders. I was a fat cop. Like, if you ran from me, I'd have understood. You know what I mean? And there's
taser.
Yeah, it's crazy how the use of force matrix changes based on physical fitness.
Right.
But the whole idea behind your body composition needing to be a standard is when your job requires it. Yeah. Right. And furthermore, I think as a father, your job is required of it. Like you,
I have cats.
Yeah, you have cats. But like I'm a father of 4 daughters.
Yeah.
And I want my kids eventually to fall in love with whatever man, woman, or in between that respects their body and respects their partner.
Yeah.
I saw a video the other day. It said if you had to change places, swap bodies with the person you love the most for a year, how would you treat their body for that 12-month period, all 365 days? Now, why aren't you treating yourself that way?
I am now.
You are.
I wasn't then.
No, you're doing great. You're doing great.
God.
It's a lot of fun. But the Eminem, I hope that guy next time he crosses the road gets hit by a plane. He sucks. He sucks for sure. But when I got back in, I had this like call to service. It's like, oh, I've got to go back and be the person I should have been.
I gotta do a better time.
Yeah.
Be better at this.
And fuck me, was that a waste of time?
You know, I was thinking about rejoining. You know what? No, I won't. Thanks, man.
Yeah, don't do that.
Never.
I joined, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to retake my ASVAB because fuck me if I didn't get a 34 the first time. And so I was like, I'm going to retake my ASVAB. And so, because I want to be a medic.
Yeah.
I fell in love with trauma medicine. I want to be a medic. And so I retake it. I study like a motherfucker, and I get like 87 or 88. And I'm like, cool, I'll take it, right?
I'm better.
Yeah.
You're no longer 17.
Yeah. So they're like, yep, we're going to slide you into a medic slot. We're going to get you your NCO and all that stuff. And like, mind you, I've been in for a long time now, and I'm a spec 4. They're like, we're going to slide you into an E5 slot, get you into medic school, and get your bonus to you and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it. And then they slide me over to this medic slot, and they're like, by the way, this is actually an E4 slot. You're not picking up your 5s. I'm so sorry. And I'm like, oh, you motherfucker.
Oopsie.
Yeah, whoopsie.
We lied again.
Motherfuckers. And so I was like, you know what? You guys can eat my ass. I'm going to college. And so I do the green to gold program, which is enlisted to officer. And I try that. And I'm the oldest guy in the class.
As every veteran found out.
It's just these 19-year-old kids, 17, 19-year-old kids are like, they're wearing, you know, cadet dots and stuff, and
Kid idiots.
And they have all the questions, and they're adorable, and some of them are, you know, a little too egotistical and stuff, but good kids. And I go through an entire semester, right? I'm doing well. I'm reading the books and whatever. My wife is very supportive in this way. And then I get a call one day, and they're like, hey, so we need to have a talk. And I'm like, what's up? And shout out Gonzo, staff sergeant type. He's like, brother, you don't have a GI Bill. And I'm like,
because you didn't deploy.
No. I'm like, excuse me? No, I have a Montgomery post 9/11 GI Bill. What are you talking about? Like, he's like, no, you don't. I promise. And I was like, so I start calling. Bro, I am calling everybody. I call the attorney general. Like, because I don't care. You're not,
fuck it,
you know, and turns out, no shit, I took longer than a 12-month break in service between my first and second contract. And as a National Guardsman, if you do that without a predetermined religious exemption, which gets you 3 years, without that predetermined religious exemption, you have 12 months. If you do not rejoin within that 12-month period, you lose your GI Bill. And the only way to get it back is if you go on AGR or ADOS orders.
Yeah.
No, not ADOS. AGR.
Yeah.
And or deploy again.
AGR is like the
active
official,
regard.
official guard versus contract guard.
So they were like, nope, you don't have one. And I'm like, huh? And so I went to the college, and I was like, they were supposed to do this. I'm so sorry. You know what? This strengthens my resolve, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to blah. And then my wife was like,
Bill.
My wife was like, can you fucking not actually? Because like, what does that mean if you actually do this? And I'm like, well, I'm probably going to drop my warrant officer packet and go pilot.
Yeah.
And she was like, please don't. Like, they deploy so often and stuff. And I was like, all right. And so I just quit.
Yeah.
And the college was like, all right, sorry, we're not going to make you pay for it.
Bye, I guess.
Yeah. So, which is very reminiscent of the time I joined the Air Force.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude.
Which we'll get into in the after show.
Yeah. You can find over on Patreon, the Hard Reset Podcast. So yeah, man, it was like one of those things. Like I got overweight, I got hurt, And the hazing, bullying, the get him to quit mentality just got so bad that eventually I had a buddy in the it's not HR. He was like one of the admin guys, but he used to be a sniper. He used to be a scout platoon sergeant. And he's like, all right, dude, I see what's happening. You're getting moved. There was like a whole fucking deal. It was a big fucking deal at the time because they were just beating the shit out of me in a field, basically. And they're like, you're a scout now. And they became a senior scout over there. I started doing like counter sniper shit for the scouts, which was super fucking cool to do. I became a like real spun up RTO, like doing satellite TACSAT shit. That was super fucking cool. And then, oh my God, the reason I quit the Army, we went to, NTC? It might have been NTC.
Yeah.
And Sergeant Major came out to talk to all of us. And he was like, all right, guys, now we don't want to be the best because there's a bunch of units at NTC. We got to, there's 8 of us and they're deploying the first 2. We want to be the 3rd. The Sergeant Major of an infantry comes out and he's like, we don't want to go again. So we're going to be the 3rd best. And like, I shit you not, this little tiny Sergeant Major. And I'm just sitting there like looking at the other scout. Like we're all like, the what?
Yeah.
And that I was like, this is not for me anymore.
Killed all motivation.
Gone. Like there's no, it's early 2014, I think.
Well, as long as his grass looks nice. Dude, fuck you, guy.
Bro, the wildest thing I to this day, I feel like it's fake. It just, we don't want to deploy. In 2014, end of 2014 came around. We were supposed to deploy again. We're in Louisiana, Fort Polk. Never mind. We're not deploying anymore. We've just been in Polk for a month. Nope, we're not deploying. Canceled the Vermont Guards deployment to Afghanistan.
Sounds exactly like the Army. I heard a metaphor one day that was like joining the Army is like, or being in the Army is like training your entire life or being trained your entire life on how to eat soup. They're just like, here's how you do it. Here's a class on it. Here's a PowerPoint on it. Here's how not to do it. And you do that for years, and then it comes time to actually do it, and they hand you a fork.
Yeah. So, man, I got like a year left. We get back, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, there's no money for ADOS. We're doing that weird, like, going back to not peacetime, but it was in the downtick. Everyone's getting kicked out. They're really going after people. And I'm like, I'm not going to re-enlist. That's why I'm a shitbag. I hear this. I'm done trying. I don't care. I'm not passing a PT test anymore. I'm still shooting 40 out of 40. But it was just, That was it. I was done. And oh my God, it's November 2015. December is my last, it was September 2015, and December is my last, December 2nd or 1st, and I'm done. I'm out. I have a minor stroke. Not a real stroke. It's a weird thing. So we had gotten back from NTC. I had an ear infection for like 3 months.
Okay, that's long enough.
Away. Whatever. Eventually it stopped hurting and it goes away. I'm like, cool. Turns out the virus, because it was a virus, went into my inner ear and cooked off my ocular vestibular nerve. Just disconnected it. And the way this happened was I was playing fucking Destiny. Mm-hmm. I stand up. Whenever you stand up too quick and you get a little woo, I'm a little woozy. That. And it didn't stop. And I fell over. And then I kind of stood up. And at the time, my ex brought me into our bedroom and laid me on the bed because I'm like freaking out a little bit because I'm like, I can't stand up. And when I sat on the bed, I fell off a bed. And it's really hard to fall off a bed when you're laying down. But my body, the way it's described is my body no longer knew where I was in space.
Your proprioception was off. Yeah.
My equilibrium stopped functioning completely at this point. So about 10 minutes after I fell, we got me in bed. I start vomiting profusely everywhere.
Yep.
Because when your brain when it starts losing senses, it goes into fight or flight. My brain went full on panic lizard brain mode, and it took over my eyes and had them start flickering a horizontal nystagmus because it was trying to scan where I was in space.
Yep.
And at this point, I went blind because you can't see when your eyes are moving that fast. So if I tried opening my eyes, it made it's like being the drunkest you have ever been in your entire, and I mean like violently drunk, sober. Like my brain's fine. I know what's going on.
It's very similar to having a major CTE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I'm at this point having a panic attack as well because I can't stop throwing up because I'm falling over. We had to drag me down a flight of stairs so we can get to a car because I wouldn't let my wife call an ambulance.
Of course, because you're a man.
but they're expensive, you know? When I'm getting out of the Army, I have a career job lined up. One of my old lieutenants worked at a place called dealer.com. It's like a tech company, the biggest tech company in Vermont. Huge deal. And I have an interview. Like, they're going to hire me. And I'm like, I'm freaking out now because I'm going to lose my job. The Army's going to get mad at me because at the time I didn't know what to do with the Army because Sergeant Major fucking hates me because I wouldn't pass a PT test.
Yep.
We get to the hospital, they wheel me in, I'm throwing up all over the fucking hospital. Like, is your heart okay? I'm How, you having trouble breathing? Just vomiting everywhere. And one of my buddies has a video of it. He's an EMT. He took a video of my eyes, like just going crazy. It's so scary. It's scary looking. And I was in the hospital for a week, blind, drugged up because I was throwing up. I had to see a bunch of neurologists. They'd come and be like, hey, man, we don't know when it's going to stop. Because at this point, your equilibrium's damaged. And it was like a really weird thing after I think it was like the 6th day in the hospital. My left eye slowed down if I like tried to look in the bottom corner. And I got vision slightly back in my left eye. Later that week, I got vision back more fully. If I looked down, my eyes would just twitch a little. It was still like uncomfortable, and I had to walk with a cane for months because I could no longer walk without falling because I have no balance. It was such a wild thing. I went to my brand new job, and they're like, "What the fuck, dude?" I'm like, gimping and shit. The Army didn't believe me. They sent somebody to the hospital to verify that I was actually sick. That was a whole conversation. Like, oh no, you're broken right now.
Just shout out real quick, just to mention, hospitals don't let you just fucking hang out.
Yeah. And it wasn't like I was there for like an overnight. No, I was there for like a fucking week.
If you don't need to be there, they make you go home.
I missed drill. That's what it was. They're like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm in the hospital. I don't feel good. Like, I'm fucked up. They made me come to our November drill.
Mm-hmm. Oh, because that's medical readiness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bro,
your medical readiness event.
What is it? What is it called when you have to get, you're either red, yellow, or green?
MRE.
Is it MRE? Medical readiness? Yeah.
Yeah.
They made me go to that. And mind you, I'm getting out. I have 2 days in November, 1 day in December, and then I'm free of the Army.
Same.
They made me go through it. I was red on dental, which is, I was like, whatever. I was like, I have an actual dentist. I'll get the paperwork over. We'll be fine. Nope. They made me go sit in a dental van. And at this time, I remember one of my team leaders, the real shitty guy that I fucking hate, or it was the section sergeant, both of them awful humans, kicked my cane out from under me. Because I had a cane at drill because I couldn't walk. Bro, you want to talk about demoralizing?
Oh, yeah.
My mental health's already gone. I'm freaking out. I'm going to lose my job. I now have people mocking me because I have a cane, which I got from my grandfather. I stole one of my grandfather's canes because I didn't want to go buy a cane because I'm an infantryman and I'm too proud for that.
Yep.
And I didn't fall over immediately. And they're like, he's faking it. I'm like, I can still stand. I just can't walk well. So I ended up having to go get a filling in the dental van, which all my military friends will.
Yeah, it's just the oldest man with the thickest glasses and
in an RV,
Marlboro cigarettes and corn nuggets on his fingers.
So we go to this van. They're like, "Oh, you have a filling in your back left side," and he gets in there. He goes, "I don't see a filling on your left side, but I think there's one on the right." So they drilled the right side of my mouth. There was no filling. And now they gave me a filling, they gave me the sealant, whatever the fuck it's called, after you have a cavity. There you go. So they gave me a filling because they were looking for cavities. I get out, and I'm like, they drilled the wrong side of my face, and I'm numb as shit, and they bring me back to get checked again. They're like, no, there's still a cavity on the left side. So I got sent back to the dental van. It's like, oh, there it is.
My last MRE I went to, they were doing the thing where they're like, if you don't get the COVID vaccine, we're kicking you out.
Yeah.
Right? I had already gotten mine.
Mm-hmm.
But they were like, well, we don't have your paperwork, and you gotta get the flu shot. So I was like, okay. So I got in line. I get in there, and again, I'm at this point I'm shredded.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like a PT guy, and I'm like, I'm getting out. Fuck you guys. I dropped a severance packet.
Yeah.
Like, I'm leaving. After they took my GI Bill, I told them to eat my ass, and so it was so much fun. And so I go into this room, and you know how the nurses, the civilian contractors, are just fucking flying through stuff.
Oh, they just want to get through as many dudes as they can so they can go the fuck home.
Yeah.
They're not in the Army.
Shout out Bonnie Blue. So
it took me a second. Oh my god, that's vile.
But no, I'm standing or sitting in this room, or was I standing? Fuck it, whatever. And they're like, all right, here's your flu. Here's your COVID shot.
Yeah.
Here's your COVID booster. And then she was like, okay, your packet says you need sickle cell anemia. Boop. And she hits me with sickle cell anemia.
Wait a minute.
And she stops as soon as she injects. And she pulls it out. She's like, oh. And then
For our listening audience, Scotty is white.
She leans out into the hallway and she's like, hey, no more white people. And that was like... I was sick for days, dude. I was patient fucking zero. We got back to our unit and I was like slobbering.
It's bad.
I was just laying on the table going through a fucking class, just like, my head felt like I said someone sitting on it.
Yep.
The Army is so disorganized and fucking stupid. How we win any wars.
And the guard is a step or two below that.
Oh my God,
and then
it's
the
so bad.
reservists are even lower. Somehow the reserves are worse than the guard, which makes no fucking sense. But
Yeah.
they are. At least the
Sa-
guard gets state funding.
Same uniform, different give a fuck.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, man. So that AGR happens, and I'm like, I'm leaving. They're like, sure you don't want to re-enlist? I'm like, no, I can't pass a PT test. I'm out. Fucking got out, got my fancy boy job, and I'm like, I'm the Army sniper that's working at a tech company with a bunch of nerds. It was so fucking cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you
It
got
was also a little limpy and folly over, so
you got the patch.
not service related, by the way.
Of course not.
Scotty, take us out of here. Send us off. Do the thing.
Man, I never am prepared for this.
I know, and I like it. That's why I like doing it to you. It's gonna be fun one day. I'll try to do it. I'm just gonna go. Be better. That's it.
Let's see. All right. As you wait for the perfect opportunity and moment to arise, the opportunity is leaving you behind. The best moment to plant a shade tree was 20 years ago, and the second best moment is right fucking now. Invest in your future and get started.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Bye.